Boker Tov Yeladim.
Shalom, Rabbi. Shalom, Rabbi.
Alrighty, let's start our day with some prayer, some Shema, and the 10 Commandments. Let's do Laraland this morning. Hadassah, you pray. Lara's do the Shema. And Shmui, do the 10 Commandments.
Thank you, Lord, for this day, for giving us life and peace. Keep us in our mind and peace. Help us the Bible and everything. Help us Shema Israel, Yehovah, Elohim, Yehovah, Baruch Shekemo Manueto Leolam Vayet Israel. The Lord our God is one God. And you, Lord, you God. Got it. And you, Lord, you God, by region. Any other reason? Say it louder. Like the name of the Lord in vain. Keep the Sabbath holy. Honor your mother and father. Do not murder. Do not commit adultery. Do not steal. Do not lie. Do not covet.
Everybody give Shmui the big wiggly fingers. Wiggly fingers, wiggly fingers, wiggly fingers, Shmui. And good morning, Mr. Pincus. All right. Who wants to read verse 31 and 32 this morning? Yadiel, read Exodus, Shemot, chapter 25, verse 31 and 32.
You are to make a measure of gold,
Menorah.
a menorah of pure gold. It is to be made of hammered work, base, shafts, cups, rings outer leaves and pentacles are to be of one piece with it. It is to have 6 branches extending from its sides, 3 branches of the menorah on the side of it and 3 on the other.
Thank you, Yadiel. Pretty good. Pretty good reading. All right. So now we're going to be talking about some more of the things in God's house, in Jehovah's house. Special things that he gave us a special design of things that he wants to be in his house, made of gold. Okay? This is going to be made of pure gold. Okay? Why do you think he has petals on it? Almond blossoms. It's going to be almond blossoms. It's going to be 22 almond blossoms. Why do you think he has almond blossoms on the menorah? Let's start out with Marley today. Marley.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Olive blossom. Adam's blossom.
Why do you think it's It says petals, but later on when
Petals.
we read later, it's going to be almond blossoms.
Maybe it was because of Aaron's staff that sprouted little olive blossoms. Not olive, sorry.
Almond.
Almond.
That doesn't come till much later.
Oh.
Why not rose petals?
I don't know why.
Okay. Well, we're just thinking right now. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see what else we got here. Let's mix up the order this morning. Victoria, why do you think on the menorah he's going to have almond blossoms on it? Why do you think he's got these petals, leaves and petals?
I think it's because of the meaning of almonds.
You know what the meaning of almonds is?
I remember Miss Kelly said, but I forgot.
You
I
forgot?
think it's something like strength or peace. I think it's something like that.
Okay, strength or peace. Okay. Let's see. Jeanette, why does he have almond blossoms on?
I think it's yeah, like Aaron had an like when the leaders of the tribes of Israel came to Moshe and asked why Aaron was the Cohen. Um, he said carve your names and staffs, and Aaron's some if flower grows on it, a blossom grows on it. That's the leader God chose, and Aaron had an almond blossom on his.
Okay, well, Marley was saying that same thing, but that doesn't happen until way after this. So let's talk about Aaron's staff for a minute. Why almond blossoms? What does a almond blossom mean? Almond leaves. The almond blossoms or almond leaves, petals.
I don't know.
What about you, Jennifer?
Uh, maybe like it means something like about beauty.
Okay, so you're thinking God likes those flowers the most?
Yeah, maybe.
What about roses? What about dandelions?
Mm, I think like maybe like they're the like beautiful and like
Okay, so you're thinking he thinks they're beautiful. Okay, well, that's a good idea right now. What about you, Riette? What do you think? He's got rings, outer leaves, and petals of the one piece. He's being very specific about what he wants on his menorah.
yeah. He's being quite specific, but
You know, it says outer leaves and petals. Why does he want that on it? Why does he want to, something, like bananas, oranges, and apples?
I'm not sure. Maybe never mind. I don't know.
Okay. Let's see what Allie Mae thinks. Allie Mae, who's on the floor in the store. Back to the normal routine.
Well, it just depends on what day it is, because like sometimes on Tuesdays we get a day off. So I'm at home then.
Okay, so you're on the floor in the store or in the office?
Yeah.
Okay, why do you think the Lord's saying about these leaves and these petals on his light? What do you think? Why those instead of pictures of animals or fruits or like vines? I thought vines would be cool on the menorah.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I know like the almond part of like the almond blossoms have like a meaning, but I don't know what they are.
Okay. Oh, an idea. What do you think? What do you think? Almond blossoms instead of? Let's start there. How come flowers instead of fruit?
Uh, you have me stumped.
Okay. Let's go to Mia in the kitchen at the breakfast table. On the phone. No, let's go to Lev first. Lev, I forgot. I didn't see Lev over there. Lev, help me out here, man.
Why I think they put almond blossoms on there is because here are two things that I think it's because. The first thing is that probably because of Aaron's staff of the almond blossoms that came on his staff to show that he was the leader. And then the second one is that an almond tree, I think it's the first one to appear in the spring, the first flower to appear in the spring. That's what I think.
Okay, well, you're correct. The almond blossoms from the almond trees. It's not a flower, comes from a tree. Does appear. Okay, Mia Chia eating her breakfast in the kitchen over there. What are you eating for breakfast?
Huh? What am I eating for breakfast? Cereal.
I like
The desk.
I like cereal.
Yeah. Desktop is not working. It's doing updates. So we're in the kitchen.
You're just eating breakfast.
Well, yeah, yes, I am. But the computer. Yeah. Yeah, but the computer's doing updates.
Updates are from Satan.
They're at the wrong time. They're always at the wrong time.
Okay, so why do you think we got these leaves and these petals? Why not bananas, oranges, and apples or grapevines?
I do agree with what Lev said about the almond blossoms. Where, remember, I don't know if it's now, I don't know if it was before or later, where like there's this whole, what's it like, they're trying to figure out who was leader, and then the Lord said for all like the leaders from the tribes of Israel to make like their staff, to like carve out staves and carve their names on it, and then they left it in the tent of meeting, and the one that blossomed, almond blossoms, would be that one would show that that the Lord has picked as a leader, like the high leader. And the Lord had picked Aaron because his staff had blossomed and had also produced almonds. So maybe the almond blossoms can also show leadership, maybe.
So the menorah is it's gonna be a leader.
Well, not really. The menorah, you know, the menorah gives the light in the tent of meeting. So what it represents is that we're supposed to be the light to represent the Lord, and that Yeshua is the light of the world, and that He, as the light of the world, He's the light to our feet. He lights up the path, our spiritual walk. And so, as we follow God, we are also to be light in a world of darkness.
So that's why you think the almond blossoms are on. All right, let's go to one more person. Junior, what do you think? Let's get a young man, an older, a teenager's viewpoint, a boy's viewpoint. Why doesn't he put like swords on the menorah, or shields, or bows and arrows?
Okay, well, I don't think that they'll put like shields or bows and arrows, because I feel like, you know, it's that right there is something, special. You don't want to like make it as if it was, very like strong, or like a menacing look, like if it was, like you don't want to mess with it, because it would, if you were to do something to it, it would hurt you, or it would not go as good as you thought it would be. So like to put like, as you said, like swords or shields, or whatever type of weapon that you put there, I feel like it gives like it gives it a different type of, how should I say, it makes it look different, you know.
Yeah, it's gonna definitely make it look different. But God is a man, and because we call him our Father, now he's making this light, and it's beautiful, because what you see there on the right, that's the third temple one. That's the actual third temple menorah. Okay, they've made it. It's ready to go. It's made of pure gold. It's got the guy flowers on it. Guys like flowers.
No, but nothing wrong with like it doesn't matter, like a person can like flowers. It doesn't mean anything, you know. But you know, to put it like, it's like, I I don't know, like it's just like, I can't imagine like having like swords around me. Like that right there doesn't like look like it should have swords or shields or anything like that. Like even if God is a man, it doesn't have to always be like manly. It doesn't have to include swords or shields or anything that has to do with weapons.
Okay, well, that's a good thought there, Junior. We'll go to one more. Yeshua, what do you think? Yeshua, why do you think the menorah has flowers on it?
Because it's from they represent an almond tree. 7 branches and 22 almonds, like the Hebrew alphabet. The alphabet. Yeah. There's 22 alphabet, so 22 almonds. That's right there.
Why not 22 apples?
It's almonds because you see those lumps on the menorah? They represent 22 almonds and 7 branches.
No, it doesn't have 7 branches. Well, why not put a bow and arrow on the menorah, or a cloud or a
Hey, I swear to God that
speak up.
What do you think it said? What do you think it said?
Pincus, what are you doing?
he's talking through the fan.
Yeah, I know he's making funny noises.
What represent? What do you think?
They represent a almond tree. They represent the almond tree. Then the tree of life.
Tree of life was an almond tree?
Maybe.
Okay. Well, that's a good thought. All right. So now let's take a look at this. I mean, almonds are the first thing that come up in Israel every spring, and they're very beautiful. They're pink. Okay. So if you go to Israel in late February, early March, you'll see all these almond trees there, and it's all pink. It's really beautiful. Really beautiful. Now, we're going to look at the next part of this. Now, Yeshua said that it's 7 branches, but it doesn't. It's got, how many branches does it have? How many branches does it have? What do you say? What do you say, Marley? What are you typing now again? What are you typing, Marley?
Other friends, I told them that I'm in a class.
Okay. Stay with this class. Forget people that are not in the class. Yadiel, why do you think it's got, how many branches does it have, Yadiel?
I don't really know.
Count them. It's right there.
How many branches you said?
How many branches? That's correct.
7?
Wrong. Saying no? Just count them. All right, let's see. Kevin, how many branches?
Oh, 6.
6.
Are you sure? I see 7 lights at the top there. No, these 7 up here, man. You think 6? Okay. Let's see. Riet, what do you think?
Yeah, I think 7.
You think 7 branches?
Yeah, because it shows 7 branches.
But it says, read verse 32, Riet. Out loud.
Okay. It is to have 6 branches extending from the sides, 3 branches of the menorah on one side of it and 3 on the other.
Are you having problems seeing?
Well, Marley won't put on like she won't make it bigger, and it's like really small. So
Okay, I saw you squinting. You know, maybe when you're squinting, you know, you might need to have your eyes checked. Okay, but if it's Marley's got it small, okay. Yadiel's got his hand up again. Yadiel!
It's like say the middle one is not, it's not counting as what the other ones. There's 3 on the sides, on the left and right. There's 3 on the left and right, but in the middle, I don't think it really counts as a branch.
You are correct, Yadiel. Very good, young man. Okay. The middle one is called the stem. Let me put my arrow there. That's called the stem, everybody. Okay. The stem is where you have the main part of the oil, and then feeds the other parts of the branches. So you got 3 here. Put this over here. You got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We got 3 on each side, okay? So you got 6 branches. Why do you think we got 6 branches, Allie Mae?
Um, I I don't know.
Well, give me a guess, Allie Mae. Did you eat breakfast this morning?
I guess like a little bit maybe.
Well, I don't know. I wasn't there. What's a little bit of breakfast? Like you
I
eat a bowl of cereal?
No, I like a really tiny amount of leftovers from the other night.
You ate leftover dinner for breakfast?
Yeah, I didn't eat very much because I wasn't feeling very good last night.
Okay. All right. So let's go over to, let's see if Puzzle Cube. Adrian, are you there, Adrian? You're in yellow triangle.
Yeah, that would make sense a lot because I'm seeing yellow triangles on all of your screens, and well, simply, I probably need to switch computers.
Yeah, well, for next week, if you're going to do that, either update that
Yeah.
one or, whatever. Can you see the picture, Adrian?
Yes, I can, however, see the picture.
Okay, so why do we have 6 branches?
Well, because if you count them all the tips, you would get 7. And as we know, 7 is the number of perfection.
But we don't have 7, we have 6 branches.
Yeah, and then there's the one in the middle.
Okay, but I'm asking you the question about why 6 branches?
I would assume because, I don't know, 6 plus 1 equals 7.
Okay, that didn't answer the question. Okay, let's go over to Lev. Lev.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why 6, Lev? What kind of cereal did you have?
I don't know. It was a mix of honey bunches of oats with Cheerios.
Oh, like healthy type of
Almost.
stuff. So Lev, now that you had your Honey Bunch Oats and Cheerios, why 6 branches?
Well, there are 7 branches on the menorah.
No, there's not.
No, they're not.
Read verse 32, Lev, out loud. Can you see it?
There are 6 branches extending.
No.
It is to have 6 branches extending from its sides, 3 branches of the menorah on one side and 3 on the other. I think it goes like basically in a U shape to start forming the 6 sides. I mean the 6 branches on the 6 branches on the sides. And basically the U that forms them, it keeps getting larger on the next 3 levels. I mean on the next 2 levels.
That's not answering that. That's not answering the question. Why 6? Why not 9? Why not 10?
I don't know.
Okay, Riette's wiggling her fingers.
Well, maybe it's 6 because if you include the stock or the stock that supports it, then it would equal 7, and 7 is like a complete number.
That is correct. But I'm asking why the 6 connecting to the 1. See how they're connected in the middle here?
Yeah.
Why 6?
Sure. Don't know.
Okay. Victoria, then Yadiel. Victoria, then Yadiel.
I think, well, I'm not really sure why there's 6 branches on the menorah, but I think maybe, like, I feel like it symbolizes something, like, that we have or something, like, like the week, and then there's, like, 7 days, but I know the stem doesn't really count, but, just something like that. Um, um, I'm not really sure, but I'm just gonna say something that's not relevant. Um, I like how there's like the branches make like a U shape, and then the stem looks like an eye, so it's like you and I, like me and God. I like that. But yeah, I don't know.
Well, that's very artistic, Victoria. Marley, if you're going to keep talking to your friends, get out of my class. Why don't you leave now? Go tell your mother why you're not in class anymore. If you guys don't want to come to class, tell your parents I don't want to come to class. Then see what your parents have to say about that. Riette, sit in the big chair so you can run the computer and you can make the screen the size you want. Okay, Yadiel, you had your hand up. You're very active this morning. What did you have for breakfast?
I didn't have nothing for breakfast.
You didn't have breakfast yet?
I'm just gonna eat breakfast right now. That's your class.
Okay, so you had your hand up. Why 6 branches and 1 stem? I like Victoria's sister.
Because like almost every tree in the whole entire world is like there's branches connected to the middle of the tree, the center.
The trunk.
Yeah, trunk.
Okay, but do we always have 6 branches connected to the trunk?
No.
So why the 6 then?
I like maybe like I don't really know the other 6, so I just want to say that.
Okay. All right, well, let's go around to two more people. Let's go to Brian. Brian.
I think it means like 6 days. You can do like whatever you want.
That stumped me, Brian. 6 days, do whatever you want, connected to the 1 day. That's what you're thinking?
Or it has a meaning.
Yeah, I'm sure it has a meaning because it's God's light in his house, Jehovah's light. And he's telling us specifically how he wants it. Well, 6 days, do whatever you want, but 1. Come on, Brian.
like uh, 6 means like kind of.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Well, that was funny, Brian. That was pretty funny. 6 days, do whatever you want. All right, Mia, can you top Brian's funny?
Well, I'm not sure whether I can come up with something like that answer, which was kind of funny, but I have to say about. Well, yeah, it was. I don't know if I can top it. Okay, so I want to say that everyone says it's a 7-branch menorah, right? And right now we clarify, no, it's not. Yes, it's got 7 lamps, but it's got the shaft in the middle, or the shamash, and then it has the 3 branches extending out from it. The 3 branches on each side extending out from it, therefore making it 6. So the reason there are 6 branches, I'm thinking that, remember, 6 is the number of man, so 6 represents all creation. And think of the lamps on top. We say Yeshua is the light of the world. So if we follow God, we have light. If we follow the light, means that we'll have life. And also, the almond blossoms, like an almond tree, basically represents the word watch, which means like a watchman or something like that. And the almonds are shaped like an eye. So let's think. The almond blossoms, or the almond, indicates watching. So the light, or God, will be watching us. He'll be watching over all creation. And also the menorah represents, the menorah also looks, I guess it's also supposed to kind of represent like a tree, because think,
Okay.
like the shamash, it's like the trunk of the, it's like the trunk of the tree. If you picture a tree, and the branches are like the tree branches. And so with the light,
The meaning of number 6. You said it.
no, okay, fine.
We're talking about the number 6, Mia.
You got a simple answer, Mia.
I know. I don't know why.
I'm trying to get.
6 is the number of man, or all creation.
Okay. All right, that was very good. Riyadh had her hand up. Riyadh.
I guess like the centaur could be maybe like Yeshua, like man. If man like follows like Yeshua, and then there's like the light at the top. We should be like we should spread Jehovah's light,
Why 6?
because Mia said 6 is the number of man.
Very good. Okay. So the first level here is 6. Is Mia was correct. It's a number man. It's not do whatever you want for 6 days. Do whatever you want for 6 days. Okay. I liked Victoria's artistic look at it. The U is connected to the 1 in the middle. It looks like I. That's English, but that's not Hebrew. Okay, but I like that, Victoria. That was very artistic. And I know Victoria likes to draw and things like that. So that's an artistic look. So the 6 is the number of man. Man has to be connected to this trunk. Like Yadiel was talking about the trunk of a tree. Man has to be connected to the 1. And without man being connected to the 1, then you have no light. Okay? And man connected to the 1 then makes 6 into 7. You're connected to perfection. Okay? So there's a lot of very other deep, profound understandings that we're not going to get into today. Also, the 7 branches is you need 7 for Yeshua's name. Yeshua's name has 7 points. Yod, Shin, that's 3. Vav, Ayin, points. Yeshua. Okay? That's not, because you'll hear some people call him Yahshua, Yahweh. It doesn't fit the branches, it doesn't fit the light. They don't know their Hebrew, and that's why they're misunderstanding it. He is the light of the world. That's why he says he's the light of the world. Now, where is this light found? We're going to look at God's house. Okay? This is a very good picture of the holy place. Now, let's go back to our original picture that we had a couple of days ago and bring this picture up. Okay, the whole tabernacle, it has the outer courts here. Okay, that's the fence that goes around the Mishkan. And you got the blazing altar. And then next to it is the wash basin. Okay, you came in through the Mishkan for these curtains here. That's the area that you would come into. Okay, then you would give your offering, wash, and then you would go into the holy place. Now there's two sections of the holy place. Get over to here. Okay, so you saw that in the picture. There's this first section here, and then a second section which is deep inside the holy place called the most holy place. In the first section, what we were just talking about, we got the menorah. We talked about the Ark of the. We didn't talk about this. This is an incense and the showbread table. And then once a year, the high priest would go beyond the second curtain over here. You got a curtain here. Look at the way we're able to look in it. What's called a cross section. Okay, so this part here that we're looking at is bigger picture is this. Okay, it's fully covered. Okay, it has that first curtain right there. Okay, so now let's go a little closer so we can see what's inside that place that a picture that we were just looking. Now we may look up so you can see what's going on here. Okay, because the reason that we're looking at this is this. Mia, read verse 30.
You are to erect the tabernacle according to the design you have been shown on the mountain.
Okay. Now the design, this is what we call blueprints. An architect makes blueprints, and then the construction guys, okay, go to the construction site, and they look at the blueprints here. It's got all these numbers and all these drawings on it, okay? So they know how to build what they're building. Because, might be building a skyscraper, they might be building a house, whatever they're building. They might be working in a warehouse building, putting electrical and piping and all the other fun stuff. So this is what my son Tristan is going to be doing at his new job. He's going to be making CAD plans. He's an engineer. So an engineer draws the plans, and then you have to have an engineer on site, like this person here, talking to this person here. Okay. Well, you got 3 color shirts, so there's 3 people here. One person there, a different color shirt there, and a different color shirt there. Okay, you're looking at the plans. Now, God showed us the plans. He showed Moshe the plans on the mountain. Now, the plans for God's house is a copy. What we're seeing here, I'll go back to the other picture here. This is a copy of the one in heaven. Okay, the way God tells us how to make the blazing altar, the wash basin, and then all the stuff in the holy place, like the menorah, the Ark of the Covenant, colors. Okay, in the beginning of the week we were talking about colors. Remember we were talking about making our dream houses and what colors you would make it, right? Okay, now we looked at the menorah today. Okay, and then now we just read about the plans. You are the tabernacle, the whole building, according to the design I have showed you. So now we know what the design is. Okay, it's very important because maybe you might want to go and do this when you get older. You like to design things, like not just video games, but design things like a new type of car, or a new type of rocket ship, or a new type of airplane, or maybe a wing suit that you could wear that you can maybe you can make a design so that you could fly like a bird. Wouldn't that be cool, Lev? You could fly like a bird. You could design something like that. Or maybe Allie Mae could design sneakers that can make you jump 20 feet in the air. Boing, boing. You know, you could design that. Or you could design a new computer. Or you could design a treehouse. Okay? Yeshua showed us his plans for his treehouse yesterday. Okay? You know, design a house, design a new bathroom, maybe a new type of toilet. Okay? Maybe a new type of cooking pans or pots or pans. Okay? You got to design it. Okay? And then you got to show people how to make it. All right? So God is showing us his design. Okay? Now this is his house, his holy house. So we go to the outer courts, that's his, his yard, and then his fence around his house. And now we're looking inside this part here is called the holy place. And the back part here is called the most holy place. Okay? Why do you think it has the two sections? The holy place and the most holy place. Victoria, what do you think?
I think maybe because like the first part where the menorah and the showbread table is, I think like that part, I think maybe it just separates from the incense thing, because maybe that's more holy, or like that, or like it's more sacred and it needs to be like separated, maybe, or just for like when people go there they can like have their own time and moment. I'm not sure.
Okay. Or just thinking. All right. Yeshua, what do you think? Yeshua, what do you think? Why do you think we got the two areas?
Because one is important for God and the other are for the glory, where they could do things, and like the menorah, and put the bread on the altar, and do and make it smell nice inside for the Lord.
Well, but we got the two curtains. Is the smell from the incense altar, isn't it going to get into the most holy place? It's only a curtain.
Yes, it's supposed to be, but the Ark of the Covenant is important to the Lord. It needs to be separated.
But why? Why?
Because it's supposed to be clean.
Isn't both sections supposed to be clean?
Yes, but only one is more important to the Lord.
Okay. Let's see, Jennifer. Jennifer, why do we got two sections? I mean, it's all under one roof, but we got curtain here and then another curtain here. Why do you think there's two sections?
I think maybe to show like which place is more holier.
Aren't they both holy?
But one of them is like the most holiest in the place where God goes visits.
On the back here, that's the most holy. That's called the most holy place.
Yeah.
But it's all under one roof here. We see the roof here, all under one, just separated by a curtain.
Like maybe like the ones that like if you want to enter you need to be clean and pure.
You're not clean and pure when you go into this area here. You can be dirty, like fell in the mud and just go in there.
No, you also have to clean there.
What'd you say, Jennifer?
To like you have to be clean for both sections. But like the behind section is where like you get to speak with God.
You get to speak with God there. You don't get to talk to him here.
No.
Okay. So why is this the only place you can speak to God?
Maybe because it's covered. It has the Ark of Covenant there where he gets to sit.
Okay. That's his big comfy chair.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to another house. Junior, what do you think, man? Why do we got these two separate sections?
I think that there's these two different sections because, you know, as it shows like, you know, the difference between, you know, basically a holy room, right? Which is a room that's just holy, you don't have to be holy, there's holiness in it. And then the most holiest room, which meaning that's the most holiest thing in that room. That room is full of holiness.
Full of holiness. Well, aren't these things holy? The showbread table, the menorah, the incense, aren't those things holy?
Yeah, they're all holy, but I think it's like types of levels. So like there's we could put like so like the most holy room is I think that's on top. Whatever's in that most holy room is on that top of the holiness. And then it goes down, and it goes down, and it goes down. But then all those things are still holy. It's just organizing it of what is the most holy, this thing in that place, most special, the most special thing in that room. And then it goes down to something that's also special. And it goes down again, still less holy, but and it goes down again. Just, you know, racking.
So it goes down again, and so you're thinking it's level.
Yes.
So let's bring up this picture. Up here is unholy. Once you get past this fence, it's in the holy section.
Wait, what?
So outside, see, this is the whole tabernacle.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so out here where these people are sitting by their tent over there, Guy's raising his hands to the Lord there. He's praising. That's an unholy area?
No. Oh. Well, if
You're
it is,
talking about levels.
if it's fenced, it could.
Okay,
Because
well,
if it was,
go ahead.
because if there was no fence, then that should mean that it's all holy. But if there's a fence, that could mean that that fence is there for a reason to keep people, I guess, are not holy out of it.
Well, you're correct with that. It's a separation between the holy over here and the unholy over here. Because you had to be a certain person to go beyond this doorway here. So then you're saying this is holy, but it's not as holy as the wash basin. And then the wash basin isn't as holy as the holy place. And let me go to the other picture for the holy place. Okay, so now you're in the holy place. But now you're saying it's levels, and this is the top level here.
Yeah, but they're all special.
Well, that's very good, Junior. Very good. Very good.
Okay, thank
Let's
you.
go to maybe our last person, Allie Mae. What do you think? Why do we got 2 rooms? I know you're not feeling well.
Maybe because there would be 2 rooms, like one for a specific purpose and then another to go speak with God. But then like the one is for like the bread and washing your hands and keeping the menorah lit.
Well, you don't wash your hands in this room.
Well, no, but like
Wash your hands out. Oops, out here.
out there, yeah. But they have the other room, the holy place for the bread and the menorah and the incense table. But then they have the other room, the most holy place for the for where they speak to God.
Okay. All right, Mia's got our last thing. Make it quick, Mia.
So I wanted to say that yes, both rooms are holy, except that remember that in Yom Kippur, there's only one. You can only enter the Holy of Holies once a year, and that's Yom Kippur. That room is especially holy, hence why it's called especially holy. Think about what every home uses for like Shabbat, say, like the Shabbat, like the tray, whatever tray they use for Shabbat. They don't use it for any other bread, but just the Shabbat bread because it's holy and special. So that room is special, only for that one time a year.
All righty. Good discussion today, everybody. Good discussion today. You can talk about this more with your parents. Very good thing to talk about. Why there's a special room, why there's a levels like Junior was talking about. Good analogy, Junior. Okay, let me get you all on my screen. And we're going to end in some prayer for the end of our week here. Let's get you up all over here. All right, we're going to end in some prayer. I'm thinking of a number from 1 to 10. Yadiel gets the first try today.
5.
Wrong. Riette, second try.
It's 6
You got it.
because of the branches.
Yeah. Speak into the microphone and close us in prayer.
Lord, I thank you for this wonderful class. I thank you that we could each learn something new. And I pray that we will use this knowledge and apply it later in life. And if somebody asks us questions, we will answer it correctly, and that we will be able to stand up for our faith. Amen.
Amen. Have a great do whatever you want day. We're going to call it the Friday day. Do whatever you want day.